Hello all, welcome back to the GV Reddy Automation channel. Please subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos. Right, please enable notification. Right, if you like the video, please comment in the comment section. If you need more details on any topic, or if you are not clear about anything, right, please comment it out. I will write a reply to that. Right, this is the continuation to the our core Java interview series. Right. In this session, we'll see interview questions on conditions. Right. What are the different interview questions we can get on conditions? Right. What are first statement is first question is what are the conditional statements in Java? Right. Why we will use conditional statements? Conditional statements in Java allows us to make the decisions based on condition. Right. The main conditional statements are if statement, if else ladder, switch statement, ternary. Right. We'll see. These are all everyone will know. Right. We will, but a little tricky questions also will be there. Right. Please watch right until the last. What is the difference between if and switch? Right. If statement we will use for Boolean expressions. Right. If condition is satisfied, then it will execute. Otherwise, else condition will execute, right, based on condition. That means works with Boolean expression. Switch statement will works with integer, char, string, enum, right, these four types. Right, slower for multiple condition. If we have a 10 conditions, little bit slow if condition will be faster with many condition. When conditions involve, when we need to use when condition involve ranges and comparisons. Ranges and comparisons we will go for if. When checking specific values, right, then we will go for switch statement. Specific values means what? I have a colors, right? I have a weekdays, I have a months, I have a years, right? The specific values, then we will go for switch. If we have a ranges, right, age is between like this 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, right, like this conditions, ranges, then we will go for if. Right, can the switch statement work with the double? No, it will not work with the double. Right, whatever we have an int, char, string, enum, byte, short. Right, it will work with these only. A switch statement does not support double because of floating point precision issues cause unpredictable results. Right, it will not work. What happens if there is no break statement in switch case? Right, suppose if we take an example, right, switch is there, day, we are passing the day. Case 1 is Monday, 1 means Monday, 2 means Tuesday, 3 means Wednesday. Suppose there is no break, right, there is no break in each case. What will happen? Suppose first 2 we are passing, it will verify case 1, no, case 2, okay, it is matched, it will print Tuesday. But there is no break after case 2. What will happen? Immediately case 3 will execute. Case 3 will execute and print it. Right, now what will happen? Tuesday, Wednesday it will print. Tuesday, Wednesday it will print. If you don't have a break statement, right, we will get unpredicted results. We must have, each case should have break. If we know these two cases should execute only one logic, then we no need break. Right, how does the ternary operator work? Ternary operator is like a shorthand for if and else condition. Right, it is a shorthand. What is the ternary condition syntax? Condition, colon, expression, right, condition, question mark, sorry, condition, question mark, expression 1, colon, expression 2. If condition satisfied, it will execute after immediately after whatever we will write question mark, it will execute. If condition fails, after colon whatever we will write, it will execute. We can write anything, integer, string, or big logic, anything we can write here. Right, here simple thing, a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Right, if a less than b, right, 10 less than 20, yes. If it is yes means what it will return? Immediately a will return. What is the value of a? 10. It will print 10. Right, can we use null in the switch statement? No. Switch case cannot handle null values. If you pass the null value, it will throw the null pointer exception. Suppose you have a string value, so right, switch value, And then if you pass, it will throw null pointer exception. What is the short circuit evaluation in Java condition? Right, a short circuit evaluation occurs in the logical operators and or are. If the first condition determines the result, second condition not evaluated. Let's suppose if we take a OR condition. OR condition means what? If any condition is satisfied, it will not execute, it will return true basically, right? If any one condition is satisfied, it will return true. Suppose I have two conditions. If first condition true, then no need of executing remaining, because right, OR means what? If any one condition satisfied, it will return true. That means first condition is itself is true, no need to evaluate the second condition. Right, that's why if we take a here, say a little tricky question here, see, x greater than 5 or x plus plus greater than 20. Right, a little tricky question. Sometimes we will confuse, we will say maybe x plus plus it will increase, it will become 11. We will confuse. Right, what will happen here? X is greater than 5, yes, 10 is greater than 5. Right, first condition itself is true. It will not execute to evaluate second condition. So output will be 10 only. Right, small questions only we will confuse. Right, can you use an if statement without braces? Yes. But if there is only single statement, then we can use without braces. If x greater than 10, we can print x right greater than 10 without braces. But it is not the recommended way. For readability purpose, it is not the recommended way. But if it is a single statement, then we can write if. Right, what is the default case in the switch statement? The default case, when right, switch will have a default case also. Right, when it will execute default case, if no case is matched, default case will execute. Suppose if you take here switch case 1 default and the number is there. Right, suppose here if you take switch number, we are passing 5, but there is no 5. What it will do? It will execute default not 1, it will print. Right, can we have multiple default cases in the switch? No. A switch statement can have only one default case. Having multiple default cases results in compilation error. Right, what happens if we use a non-constant expression in a switch case? Right, non-constant expression, that means see switch x, we have a switch, we are passing the x, but the case y, we are saying case y. Right, now what will happen? We will get a compilation error. Case expressions must be constant. Right, case expressions must be constant, otherwise literal's final variable. If you use variable or non-final field, it will give compilation error. Right, can we use boolean in a switch statement? No, we cannot use. Switch does not support boolean. Instead of, we will use if else. Can switch statement work without a default? Yes, without default we can have a switch, but it's not a good practice. Right, it's always must have a default, but it's not an optional. Right, what is the result of the following ternary operator? Little tricky question. A equal to 5, B equal to 10. Now ternary operator. Is 5 less than 10? Colon. See here, post increments are there. Post increment. Post increment what? First it will print the value, then it will increment. Right, we will confuse here. Right, 90% of the people will confuse. Post increment means increment the value, it will store in the memory, it will not print, but in the next statement it will, if you print, it will increment. Suppose if you see a less than b, 5 is less than 10, yes, 5 is less than 10, yes, then what it will print after question mark, whatever we will write, it will print a plus plus. Now what we will think, it should print right here, what should print 5, right, immediately we will say 6, right, it will wrong answer. Post increment, right, post increment, it will print first then increment, right, post. Now if you print again after this, now a will become 6, b will become 10 only. Right, see output. Right, we must be very careful in these conditions. Right, tricky questions. What happens if switch case has duplicate values? Right, we will get, suppose case 10, case 10. Right, we will get compilation error. We will get compilation error. how we can replace complex if else ladder with the switch, right? How to replace? Suppose I have a, right, I want to verify admin user guest, right? Like this we have a 10 condition. It's not a good practice if we have a if condition, if right, a role equal to admin, right? More than 5 conditions means it's better to go for a switch case, right? Because if statement will take a little more time. So if you have more than 5 conditions, better to go for a switch, right? A switch role equal to, in the switch case we can pass either integer, string, right, enum. Here string, here we are passing if it is admin, then it will execute admin. User means user, guest means guest, default no access, right? Can we nest the switch statements? Yes, we can have nest the switch statement. Inside switch again we can have a switch, sub switch, right? We can also write like this. How does switch can handle string values in Java? Right, since Java 7 switch supports Java, if it uses hashing for efficiency, right? Since Java 7 switch supports string, we can pass string. Right, switch is case sensitive, so Apple wouldn't match with Apple. Right, case sensitive. Right, what are the best practices for using Java condition? Use switch for multiple fixed values for better performance than if else. Use break in switch to prevent fall through. Right. If you don't have break statement, what will happen? Immediately next statement will execute. Use braces for if blocks, even for a single statement to avoid mistakes. Avoid complex nested if else. Right. Refactor. If you have a more, refactor it. Use Boolean expressions in if instead of explicit double equal. Right, use Boolean expression if instead of double equal. Right, object dot equals for string comparison. We can use object dot equals or string dot equals string. We can use instead of double equal. Double equal don't use. It will compare memory addresses. We will get wrong results. Okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel.